Wired mice in 2026 are obsolete, or at least that's what the internet wants you to believe. We've been told that wireless is now equal to wired, that the performance gap is closed, and the only thing separating the two is a cable. So, why did I go back? Because of this, the Endgame Gear OP1 8K. To me, this felt like more than just a mouse. It felt like being able to aim again. You see, these days, all mice have hit a performance roof. We've reached a point where technology just can't get much better than what we currently have. You can go on AliExpress, buy a $50 mouse, and get the exact same sensor performance as a competitor triple its price. So, in a world where every mouse has the same sensor, what actually matters? Shape and feel. And for me, this mouse hits the center in both. Let's start with the build. I got mine in the limited edition frosted purple finish. This isn't just an aesthetic change. The mouse feels chalkier and more grippy than the standard plastic. Your hand basically sticks to it, which is exactly what you would want from a mouse. It is considered a smaller mouse, which I actually prefer. Most safe mice are wide and fill your palm, but the OP1 shape helps me with micro adjustments. It suits my grip style. Wait, but what is my grip style? Well, there are mainly three ways people hold a mouse. The first one is called palm grip, which basically means your whole hand rests on the mouse. The second one is fingertip grip, where only your fingers touch the sides and the buttons. And the last one is the claw grip, which is the one I personally use. My palm rests on the back, but my fingers are basically arched, like a claw. There is actually no best grip, just use the one you're most comfortable with, but if you are a claw gripper, this mouse is definitely for you. Also, you can just change DPI by pressing a button on the bottom of the mouse. Now let's head to the main point, performance. It uses a Nuvoton M4A3 MCU, which is basically the brain of the mouse. But why would you care about such a name? Well, because of stable polling. Most wireless mice advertising 8000 Hz polling rate aren't actually stable, but the OP1 8K is one of the most consistent mice in existence. Now, you won't actually notice a massive difference between 8000 Hz and something like 2000 Hz, because the difference is about 0.4 milliseconds, but honestly, it's still nice to have. The OP1 weighs about 50 grams, which is very good for mouse with no holes, because yeah, in 2026 there are lots of mice with holes apparently. Another interesting part about this mouse are its switches. While the rest of companies actually moved to optical switches, Endgame Gear chose to use mechanical switches. They are called Kelai GX switches, I think. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. They feature something called GX speed mode, which allows them to actuate as soon as a signal is detected, without needing to touch the bottom of the switch. They are also one of the few hot swappable switches, which means you can just swap them out for any compatible switch. So what about the software? Well, it's very minimal and easy to use. It doesn't eat your RAM or stay open in the background like Razer or Logitech. It's just for the settings you need. But I have to be honest, I've only been talking about the good things about this mouse. But what about the cons? Well, it's only one that I found, and it's pretty straightforward. It's the cable. The cable itself is not bad, it's high quality, and when you use a mouse bungee with it, yeah, even a DIY one, it's practically unnoticeable, but it's still cable. It will never completely replicate the 100% freedom of a wireless mouse. So I've actually been using this mouse for the last year. I mainly play FPS games such as Counter-Strike, and I must say it's been a very good experience so far. I haven't had any big issues with it, so in my opinion the only thing that might stop you from getting it is the cable. If you've been using wireless for a very long time, it's going to be hard to come back to wired, I'll be honest, but once you get to it, it's not really that noticeable. So I suggest you at least try this one out, because its performance, its shape has really blown me away. And that's also the main reason on why I feel confident saying this is my endgame mouse for now. So, is this mouse going to make you the next donk? Probably not. Are wired mice in 2026 Still valid? Absolutely. Even with new wireless mice coming out like the Super Strike, I don't think wired is even close to extinction. If you came this far into the video, thank you. This is actually my first tech related video, and I've been wanting to get into this niche for a long time. I'm also trying to save to get my grandpa car. Yeah, I know that sounds strange, but that's it for today. I really appreciate you watching, and remember to stay positive.